How's it going, Diablo players? Today I'm showing you how to farm infinite Varshans or infinite Gregories for absolutely free. You don't need a group, you don't need rotations, you can do it whenever you want, and again, you will get infinite materials and it's completely free. You can expect upwards of 3000 bundled herbs per hour, more than 15 to 20k iron chunks per hour, 15 to 20k rawhide per hour, and 1500 plus forgotten souls per hour, and roughly 1 mythic unique per hour with this method. That being said, it will require a tiny bit of trading. I promise it's not going to take longer than 2 minutes. Most of the time it's not even going to take longer than 1 minute to do the actual trading for the boss materials, so just stay with me here for a minute. First of all, you need a little bit of cash. You don't need 7 billion. It's fine if you just have 500 million or less, so you really don't need 7 billion. So just for this, I'm going to run this for a full hour, so let's just check how much I have right now so you can see how much resources I end up making. So I have 7.4 whatever, right? I'm just writing down the number. And then we have 2,600 iron chunks, 1,700 bundled herbs, 33k rawhide, and 609 forgotten souls. The other materials, I don't really care at all. I have no equipment, I have my socketables completely empty, I just have my elixir of advantage too, and I have no boss materials whatsoever, right? Everything is empty. So now what we're doing is we're going to go on Diablo to trade. So I promise this really just going to take 2 minutes. So I'm going to put up a timer here. And, you know, once I start this whole process, I'm going to start the timer. So now we just go on Diablo to trade, and I'm just going to explain the process real quick, right? So if you don't have a Diablo to trade account, just on the top right, click login with Battle.net. It really just takes a minute and you're in. So we go for items, and then we click on filter. Then we go for order type, search for sellers, and then we go for boss materials. And now we're going to search for the malignant heart. So this is Varshan, for example. So now, once it's listed, you can see the price for malignant hearts right now is 4 million. I know there's one for 3.5, but I wouldn't count on this. So let's just make it 4 million. That's the price, right? 4 million, 1 malignant heart. To summon a Varshan, you need 4 of these. So it's 16 million gold to summon 1 Varshan. So killing 1 Varshan in Torment 3 difficulty, which should be pretty much reachable for most of you guys right now, is going to reward you with 2 Duriel X per kill. And killing 1 Varshan in Torment 4, which, you know, pretty much most of the people also have access, is going to reward you with 2 or 3 Duriel X. So let's see how much a Duriel Egg actually costs. So let's remove our Malignant Heart and let's go for our Duriel Egg here. And you can see one of these eggs costs 9 million right now. Or like 10. Let's just say it costs 9. So as you can already see, 1 Varshan costs 16 million, but it's gonna net us more than 18 million. So we're essentially, by just running Varshans all over again and just selling the eggs alone, we're not doing anything else but selling the eggs, we're already gonna make a profit, and we basically run those Varshans for free forever. I've been doing this for the past week at least, and even since the beginning of the season, the prices has always been like this, so this has been working through the entire season pretty much, and will continue to work. So now, I promise you it really just will take 2 minutes, so let's just, you know, put our filter back to the Varsha materials here, to the Malignant Hearts. And I have the egg in. So now we have the Malignant Hearts, right? So now let's just buy these. I know these people are displayed as offline, so you might, you know, want to refresh and see the status. So now you can see they are online. And, you know, I would usually take this one here because he's 900, but, you know, we can also get one with, which is a little bit more secure from the 4 million department here. So let's just, for example, I'm just going to take this one. So we're going to start the timer now because I really don't know when these guys are going to respond, right? But usually you can take one which is listed fast, but this might be already sold out. But, you know, we're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to start the timer now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this one here, right? And this is 900. So you're going to need roughly 10 per minute. So let's say we want to do it for an hour. I'm just going to wear it 600. I'm just going to send the message to this guy. And now I'm going to my messages. I'm going to wait for this guy to respond. And usually this is just literally gonna take like 20 or 30 seconds until I have this. As you can see, this guy is now messaging me. He wants my battle tag. I give him my battle tag. I have to make sure I'm not listed as offline, which I'm usually in, but he gets my battle tag. I just go back into Diablo. Right now, I could use my calculator because I'm damn stupid. So let's just say I want 600 times 3.9 million. So I know I'm gonna give him 2.34 billion, right? So I'm just gonna wait for this guy to add me. There he is. Gonna request to join his party. I can already see my friend list. He's in Seriga, so I'm already gonna move there to make it easier for him. And now we are literally like 1 minute into the process, and I will already have my materials. So really, it is not like trading is an issue. If you're just buying boss materials, it is really, really super, super fast. Same goes with selling. So now we're gonna add our gold. 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And let's go. It happens to be a full trade. Let's hope we didn't miscalculate it. And there you go. Now, after just 1 minute and 46 seconds, we have our axe. And now we're gonna start blasting Varshan. So you want to do your waypoint here on the Tree of Whispers with your right click. That's very important. And you obviously want to leave the party because lots of time after buying you have a horrible ping. So we're just going to leave this party now. And now I'm just going to start running these Varshans. And let's see how many we can do until the full hour. So usually after like trading with like a Chinese or like a Russian guy, it takes you have to change the zone like once, and then the lag usually stops. So now we're just gonna start pushing Varshans. So I'm just gonna use my elixir here, and now we're just gonna start farming this. And really one run for Varshan really only takes... I mean, my damage is horrible, right? If you're playing Spiritborn, you're gonna be way faster. So you wanna loot, and then you wanna wait until the pillar spawns again, and you just keep resummoning. So there's no group, no party, whatever. You're just gonna stand here and do this for like an hour. You really don't have to pay a lot of attention. Again, if you have a Spiritborn and you can one-shot this, you're gonna be way faster than I am. I'm a poor sorcerer, and that's really unfortunate. But you know, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna keep 2 greater affix item, and I'm not gonna look at any other items. And then after the full hour, basically, I will show you the results. And I will show you the net results, and I will also show you how I sell the Duriel X within the same amount of time. So just a maximum of 2 minutes, basically. So I'm gonna run this now, and you know, you can skip forward. We're gonna be back with the result in just a minute. Right, so here we are back with our last Varshan, and let's go back to the, let's pause the timer here. I don't know why it's flickering, it's freaking annoying. Anyway, so let's see what we got. This is all junk, so let's salvage one more round. As you can see, I did 150 runs in roughly 58 minutes, including the trading for the materials. So let's see what we actually got. So we got 3 Uber Uniques. That's actually particularly lucky. Usually you get like 1 in this time. So 150 Varshan runs for 3 Uber Uniques is pretty good. Again, we got some 3 Glass Cannon Raymans. These sell for like 500 million each. And, you know, it's a decent Tarasha ring. But, you know, nothing major. But it's not really about the drops here anyway. Obviously, this is like 3 Uber Uniques, which is nice. But let's see how much we got in materials now. So we are at, let's see, bundled herbs 4791. We are at 19,500 iron chunks. We are at 49,600 rawhide. And we are at 2,109 forgotten souls. So that is a total of, let's just make the calculation here real quick. So we made a total of 3,000 bundled herbs in this hour. We made a total of 16k iron chunks and 16k rawhide. And we made a total of 1,500 forgotten souls. So now all what's left is obviously what else did we get? So let's look at our Duriel X, right? So this is 100, 200, 300. So we got 306 Duriel X. 306. And we got a bunch of runes here. So if you look at these runes, you know, this is all legendary and rare runes. I'm not going to look at what these are worth. I'm going to count them a little bit later, how many these are actually. But, you know, lots of these runes sell for like 200 million upwards. So, again, this video is not about selling runes. But you can obviously sell these runes. And then obviously we got a bunch of Titan keys, which are pretty useless. But yeah, that's basically what we got. So we got a crap ton of materials. And now we're gonna sell the Duriel eggs. Right, unfortunately it's just 100, but you know, the other ones are gonna sell out in just a minute. Just buys 100. Usually, again, you get all of them sold immediately. Alright, so there's the second buyer. I hope he buys the rest. This actually took like 7 minutes. That's actually pretty unusual, I have to say. So there's our last Duriel, giving us 1.7 billion, actually. Let's trade it.
Thanks.
And now let's see how much gold we actually have. Surprise, surprise. So now after trading off the Duriel eggs, we have roughly 7.7 billion, and it comes down to a net result of like 290 million gold. Again, that's not a good gold gain per hour, obviously, but we weren't doing this for gold gain, we are doing it for the other materials. So that is the whole method. Again, I have been doing this for the past seasons. I have been doing this season. I don't need any rotations. I play completely solo. I don't need other players. I don't need to wait for them to enter their portals. I don't need to go to Discord and everything. I'm just doing this method all the time. So anyway, I hope you find this video useful. Now upcoming is the full run in 4 times speed, in case you want to see that for verification or whatever. But, you know, that's it for me for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you guys next time.